are listening to Purpose and Life podcast with Pastor Christine Desiree. We provide motivating teachings that will help you understand and apply biblical principles to your life, show you how to overcome obstacles and challenges, and inspire you to live a life on purpose. And welcome to Purpose and Life podcast. I'm Pastor Christine Desiree. My goal for today's podcast is simple. It's to encourage you to be more like Christ. For the next couple of podcasts, I will release short, inspirational lessons that I believe will uplift you and I believe will give you that nudge that you need to move to the next level in your walk with the Lord. Next season, this is our season 2, and we're going to have season 3. I will go more in depth with the purpose pillar, but I wanted to start out the season with short motivational messages for you to help to build you up. So let's get started. The world tells us to be a certain way, to fit in, to be successful, to be liked. But as a Christian, you are called to something different. You are called to something bigger. You aren't called to be like other Christians. You are called to be like Christ. I'm supposed to be scripted. I love my scripts because they keep me from going on a tangent. But when I said that last statement, that you aren't called to be like other Christians, you are called to be like Christ, I could see my dad standing at his pulpit and singing, to be like Jesus, to be like Jesus. All I ask is to be like him. And that's a precious memory. Tangent and side note, and that's why I told you that I need to stick to my script. That's one of the things that I'm really stuck on as a parent. I believe that as parents that we are to instill Christian, biblical, church-going foundation in our children so that when it's needed, those foundations can rise up. That foundation can rise up and pull our children and center our kids. But anyway, that's another podcast. For another episode, actually, for the Unshakable Woman podcast, I will do a podcast on that. But so look for it. Do you see what I mean? Why I need to be scripted? And so I'm going to get back on topic. You aren't called to be like other Christians. You are called to be like Christ. So what does that look like? Well, it looks like love. It looks like joy. It looks like peace. It looks like patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control, according to Galatians chapter 5, verses 22 to 23. It looks like humility and servanthood, but it also looks like laying down our lives for others. I know it's so difficult to hear. These are hard attributes to live out, but that's okay because you don't have to do it alone. That's the good news about all of this. You have the Holy Spirit living inside of you, the very Spirit of God, and He is more than enough to enable you to live like Christ. So whatever you're facing today, know that you are not alone. You can do this. You can live like Christ. This isn't easy. In fact, it's very hard. But it's worth it because when you're like Christ, you will live how He intended for you to live and be who He intended you to be. And that's the first step in your journey towards finding purpose. That's the first step in your journey in becoming more like Christ. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. Thank you for joining me on today's podcast episode. I look forward to you tuning in to my next episode. Don't forget to visit me at www.pastorchristinedesiree.com. Like and follow my ministry page on Facebook and Instagram at Pastor Christine Desiree. For those of you who want to contact me directly, you can at purposeandlife@gmail.com, and your email will directly come to my phone.